and what they're about. So the Crystal A was incredibly difficult to unlock in the vanilla version. Before Advanced Edition came out, you had to do a long series of quests. Find a stasis pod, get the stasis pod power charged, have rock plating, go to the rock home worlds, and then from there you would find the way to the secret crystal world. Instead, you can just beat the game with all the A and B layouts, and the Crystal A will unlock automatically. The Crystal A, we start with shields, 1 shield, 2 engines, oxygen, 3 power and weapons, a med bay. Piloting, of course, doors, and scanners. Sensors. Not scanners. Scanners, they kind of do something about your head exploding. We get 2 humans and 2 Crystal crew members. Crystal crew are unique. They actually come with a special ability, which allows them to lock down a room. They start with 125 health, though they move slower and are also... They require some oxygen, but sort of operate with like emergency respirators. They're the best boarders in the game, however, this ship does not start out with a teleporter. What we do have in our weapons is a Crystal Burst Mark 1 and a Heavy Crystal Mark 1. What's unique about crystal weapons is they come with Shield Piercing 1. So these are pretty strong weapons early on because until really Sectors 3, we will be dealing with only single shielded ships, so essentially we'll operate like they're not shielded at all. However, there is the downside that these can be shot down like missiles, and they have problems getting along with other weapon systems. For example, beam weapons aren't very good working with these because you will never crack shields unless you decide to target shield rooms directly, and normally we prefer to take down their weapons instead. It also comes with Crystal Vengeance, which is amazing in that it sells for 40 scrap. It supposedly does other things, but we haven't the time or the inclination to worry about that. We just sell it as fast as possible. I think that covers pretty much everything. We can begin. Alright, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet, and you'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. Hello, Elad. How are you? Fresh off completing the witness. So make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Yeah, it's like I said, it was incredibly rare, and then if you got far enough, if you did 2 or 3 achievements, you could unlock the Crystal B, which before Advanced Edition was the best ship in FTL, hands down. It was ridiculous. It had a 4-person boarder with like 3 crystal crews, and nothing could stop you. KD power. So the main goal in Sector 1 will be getting that oh so precious level 2 shield bubble. Also might start trying to transition into weapons. I wouldn't be against it. Let's move you over to doors. The other problem with crystal weapons is they're actually really slow to fire. I mean, the normal heavy fires in 9 seconds. This takes 13. A burst 2 normally, or a burst 1 normally fires in 10 seconds, and this takes 15. So our enemies will be shooting at us before we shoot back. Okay, well, there's a store right away. That's actually a bad thing, because we have the Crystal Vengeance to sell, and again, 40 scrap. Need 50 to get the second shield bubble. Yeah, we got a drone looking for us, perhaps scouting ahead for the Rebel expansion, or maybe they're just seeking use of the nebula for cover. Regardless, it identifies us as hostile. See, that's just profiling right there. Okay, Okay, they hacked their engines. We're just going to target their weapon systems, take them down, hopefully. So again, we're going to skip actually doing damage to shields. It's not stopping any of our projectiles. Three fuel, 1 drone, 18 scrap. Alright, we're actually just going to go straight to the store purely to sell the Crystal Vengeance. Yeah, 40 scrap. So what this does is every time we get hurt, there's a 10% chance it fires a projectile at enemy ships. Yeah. No. Alright, we'll go ahead and we actually just get the shield bubble online right now. We can depower oxygen and engines to get level 2 shields when we need it. And that'll make a lot of fights either obsolete or just easier in general. Honestly, the difference between 15 and 10% evasion isn't that huge versus absorbing shots with our shields. Alright, we have quite a few jumps we can get to. Asteroid field. Again, we'll just start taking down their weapon system. I'm going to assume that's an Artemis. Alright, you shot us in the weapons, you're a jerk. Hey Crambo, how goes it? Alright, weapon system down, we can take down piloting to cut off their evasion. And, no, I'm not going to accept your surrender. Ship explodes, leaving behind substantial collection of scrap. 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 12 scrap. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't buy the power bar right now because we're in an event. Gonna have to wait for our engines to maximize before we can leave the jump. What about hockey? Hockey was pretty excellent tonight. Predominantly because of Crosby and Fleury. Let's see. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, we can reports of a Mantis war camp. We will pledge what we can. There's a good chance we will absolutely do nothing. Oh, we're not going to help them. Go Pen. Exactly. Exactly, go Pens. Alright, so we can buy that power bar we need. We were a little bit low. Ah, that's fine. Yes, Crambo has decided to betray me. I thought we were friends, but I was clearly wrong. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we will let you continue on your way. Now, 23 scrap doesn't actually seem like that small of a fee in the first sector, not gonna lie. Oh, that's a little bit gross. I know my shields are critical. You started 2 fires. But I don't like him that much. Alright, 17 scrap probably should fix things. Let's see. So while that's going on, we're going to do some repairs. The reason we do doors versus shields is to deal with boarders. Also, I want 2 crew over by our weapons because they fire really slow. So if they go offline, that is a long walk for my slow-moving crystal. Ovechkin not only has not won, he's actually never made it past the 2nd round. He's never made it to an Eastern Conference Finals. He's never made it to a Stanley Cup Finals. As an organization, they've only made the finals once. Hello, Min! There are some really fun, crazy things in hockey. For example, this year was the first year that Sidney Crosby actually scored a point in an All-Star game. Yeah, it's been 11 seasons he's been in the NHL, and he just got his first All-Star point. The game, well, we just started Sector 1. It's going pretty well. This ship has an incredibly strong Sector 1. I mean, we get to the shield bubble almost immediately with the selling off the Vengeance. We're ignoring shields. It's transitioning away from the starting weapons where the ship gets a little bit tricky. Oh wow, I forgot to actually save your location. Get back in the doors. Yeah, Nashville beating the Blackhawks, I mean just sweeping them, was unbelievable. Alright, we're gonna fight in a sun. As long as we keep our shields up, the solar flares won't damage us too badly. Let's see what they hack. Oxygen. Alright, well, I'm going to try and take out their weapons. Pretty much the status quo. That was a pretty long hack. Yeah, we might transition to taking the hacking offline. Now go back to weapons. Here comes the fires. Okay, that one we can vent out. We got a crystal crew working on one already. We can help them out. Alright, 2 missiles, 1 drone, 16 scrap. Close the doors, go back into weapons. They're a little slow, I don't feel like healing them up right now. They have quite a bit of HP, so shouldn't be a problem. See, an advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Okay, this is cool. We want this fight. Chance at double rewards. Basic laser and an ion weapon. That cannot get past our 2 shields. Alright, so we can just take out its piloting first. Oh no, Reinhardt and Matt are crystals. So they actually comes with 2 crystal crew. Salvage what you can from the broken ship. 12 scrap. Oh, 7 scrap and a heavy laser Mark 1. Heavy laser Mark 1 is an incredibly solid weapon. Yeah, so crystals. I kind of went over this at the beginning, but we can go over them again. No problem. They have 125 health versus the normal 100. They move a little bit slower, so again, very similar to rocks. They still take normal damage from fires, but they actually suffocate slower, not like Lanius's that take 0 oxygen deprivation damage. But they also have a lockdown power. Let's see, Reinhardt, lockdown. And they kind of goo up a room here. This is completely impenetrable as long as it stays up. And then it slowly recharges. So it's really good in controlling enemies moving throughout the ships. And boarding, it's absolutely disgusting. I always think he'd almost be better at engines with the human moving around at doors. That actually makes way more sense. That's okay, we're just losing 4 evasion points. So this is our fixer-upper to do repair since our other crew is slow. Actually, if I was really smart, I would heal up the crew, because I didn't do that last time. There we go. So we're sort of at it. So what's kind of interesting is the heavy laser is an amazing weapon, but we kind of can't really use it because our weapons, our first 2 weapons ignore shields, so every shield bubble would just sort of stop the heavy laser. I suppose we could just do damage directly to shield bubbles, but right now we actually don't have to upgrade our weapons at all. So I'm just sort of holding out to see if we find something really cool at a store we can use instead. Ships. The Crystal Bee comes with 3 crystals, cloaking, and a 4-person teleporter directly next to a med bay. Let's see, pirate ship pursuing civilian ship, double rewards, aid that civilian ship. Alright, you got some weapons over you. Got a combat drone here. Go ahead and move you to shields. Get you a little bit trained over there. Actually, your drone is more frightening than your weapon system. Yeah, the Crystal Bee used to sort of be regarded as easy mode until Advanced Edition came out. Advanced Edition changed a lot of aspects, as well as hard mode, that made boarding a lot less strong. I mean, boarding is absolutely ridiculous in normal and easy mode. Let's see, we get 14 scrap, 2 fuel, 1 drone. Let's contact that civilian ship. Okay, we get 5 hull repaired. Where do you connect? You kind of don't. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we're unfortunate. It looks like we're going to burn a jump out of the sector. The Vulcan cannon, I am not a particular fan of it. I guess it would be considered a meme gun. It's really good against the Flagship. I mean, it'll single-handedly defeat the Flagship because that fight lasts that long, but most fights don't really last long enough that it builds up to where it starts rapidly shooting down enemies. It's not the worst weapon in the game, but, you know, it's 4 power to run. So there's like very few situations where you would like actively pursue it. You'd be like, I got nothing else, and I have problems cracking shields with my current weapon system, but I have scrap and power, so might as well get something. And the other weapon's a heavy ion, which is a piece of garbage. With the stress beacon in a tiny asteroid belt, you find small ships struggling to maneuver through the field. We'll offer our assistance and try to shield their ship with ours. So for 1 damage to the hull, we got 5 fuel and 21 scrap. That is an amazing deal. Well, we have a fire. Yeah, the Vulcan sort of is a precursor to chain weapons. I actually don't like any of the chain weapons. Some people seem to have slightly favorable opinions of the chain laser. I think it's strictly worse. I guess strictly in a statistical sense is an accurate statement, but I find it almost on all situations worse than just a basic laser or a burst laser 1, which then of course is also worse than a burst laser 2. So it's pretty far down on my charts as regards to good weapons. Oh no, this jump actually connects. Sweet. Don't have to actually burn a jump. More scrap. Potential for another double reward again. Awesome. Oh, you have cloaking. Oh, that's a bit of a sketchy ship. So that is a burst 2. That's going to be 3 projectiles. It's unlikely it's a 4-powered weapon system, so this is most likely a Leo missile, so that's only 1 damage. There's the 1. Oh, there goes our weapon system. Oh yeah, it probably cloaks before our weapons get back online. Again, they're really slow. There we go. There. 2 missiles, 1 drone, 8 scrap. Get another 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 16 scrap. Alright, we are floating at 129 scrap. That's pretty solid for the first sector. I mean, we already have a nice weapon to get online as well. Let's go ahead and actually improve our engines. So after you get 2 shields, you normally want to do some engine improvements for the next 2 sectors. You really don't start worrying about a 3rd shield until sector 4, early or late, depending on like what needs your ship has. To the exits. Do we need a fuel? We have 21 fuel. That's good. That's enough. Next sector. Okay, so we have energy controlled in uncharted nebula. Wow, if we had long-range scanners, the potential we have for being able to go through multiple nebulas is amazing for scrap rewards. Also, I'm a little bit hesitant because I wouldn't be able to skip this hostile sector, which could be a Sector 6 abandoned zone, or rocks, which are pretty nasty. But I guess we go green, green, and then cross over and go that way. Try and just pick up some free stuff in the NG zone. Green sectors normally have more free stuff, less jumps. So it gives us a time to sort of catch up. Green sector's good early on. You normally go red sectors later on just because you're looking for scrap improvements on your ship. Versus getting like systems online. Let's see, when you arrive, the station friendly programmer gives you a schematic for a drone. So we get a boarding drone and 8 scrap. I think that sells for 35 scrap. So that's a ridiculous jump. Alright, let's go to the store and see if we can find anything we want. Overlay map makes the witness. Movies like damage. Yes, you now see puzzles everywhere. Wasn't that like a phenomenon with Tetris, where people would see Tetris blocks everywhere? Okay, well, we have drone control with a defense drone, which is about the only defense the drone control you'd want to buy. Teleporter, distraction buoys. And I have to say, pretty terrible weapons. The Tetris effect. So yeah, again, I don't like chain weapons. This one is super awful. 3 power to fire a ever like increasing damage chain weapon. It's actually almost as bad. Is it actually worse than a heavy ion? It's close. Again, this is 22 seconds for an ion bomb, although it's hilarious with a weapon pre-igniter. If we had a bunch of ion weapons, fire beam would be cool, but we can't even pierce shields, so pretty much all are worthless for our current build. Gonna sell the boarding drone for 35 scrap though. Alright, so we do the bad thing and get the crew teleporter. So normally getting a teleporter is a bad idea. It's kind of a desperation maneuver. Essentially, you're saying that your weapons can't get the job done right now, and you need another way to do it, and you're spending 19 scrap to maybe get a bonus. The Brian J, thank you for the host. Hope all is well with you and your stream. But we totally have 2 crystal crew members. But we have a regular med bay. That's probably not the wise decision. I also only have 4 drones. I'm inclined actually not to go drone control either. I think we're just going to skip the store. Alright, since I'm skipping the store, let's go ahead and get the heavy laser online then. Again, when we actually can just target shields and do more damage once we get the shields down. So first of all, I take out weapons, then we can take out shield defenses. Heavy laser will be functional then. And then just keep, we'll start, of course, repairing their systems, and that gives us additional damage when that occurs. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I reject your offer. I have an easy pass. They said it works everywhere. I call shenanigans. Alright, so that's a chain laser. That's going to take about 17 seconds to fire. It's actually slower than our weapons. So we weren't going to take any damage in the first volley from them. And heavy laser's now online to go. Yeah, you're going to try to run away, but your ship's kind of busted. So instead of giving you 26 scrap, I get 13. Fair enough. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Squire of the Dance, how are you? Okay, that's a pulsar. So pulsars fire off an ion every 20 seconds or so that eats, I think it's like 3 shield bubbles, 2 shield bubbles, and then it randomly hits systems. They're incredibly unfair in what systems they hit. So sometimes you lose your weapons and other times you lose doors. So the best thing to typically do in a pulsar is to hold your weapons until it hits, or just before the pulsar actually hits. Well, we're in Sector 2. Can't complain right now. We're doing a hard mode run with the Crystal A. So yeah, as I was saying, you like to wait until the pulsar actually takes down the enemy shields and have your shots flying at that point. So that's essentially what we're going to do. Of course, our weapons already ignore shields. I smashed my weapons. That's not cool. I actually should have switched off to those two weapons. Alright, so they got ioned in their weapons, and we got ioned in our doors. So yeah, pretty unfair scenario for them. Two fuel, 9 scrap. Are you kidding me with the 9 scrap? One fuel, 1 missile, 17 scrap. Alright. So we're gonna wait for the, so we have some semblance of our shields back. Okay, we can jump now. Let's see. As soon as you jump into the system, you receive a hail from the nearby civilian NG vessel. Their captain appears on the screen. Strange bug, can you help us assist in debugging? So this is the only blue event for humans, so we can listen to their problem. Wait, no, is NG vessel right? Am I mixing up my events? Oh, debugging. Yeah, this is the confused Mantis. Okay, cool. We will listen to their problem. You find a malfunctioning Mantis. NGs. Everyone's just malfunctioned. Believes it's human. Will receive any input only from humans. Danger evaluation extremely high. Provide assistance. Yeah, so the human will talk. And we have Robert Smith. He explains he's from a nearby human colony and would appreciate being returned there. Let's take him home. We can offer him a position or ask to get an improvement on our engines. I would love a 5th crew member. And Mantis is super quick. Alright, so we can put the filthy human over here on shields now. Did your job. Thank you. Go ahead and put the Mantis. No, sorry. Human stays on doors. If we get boarded, we're going to want to move the Mantis around to deal with boarders, and want our doors to stay up, as manning them gives us a bonus level. Main senior of the cure. Exactly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can, all these jumps connect, so we can sort of overshoot the exit. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from a nearby planet. Well, let's investigate. 21 free scrap. Nice. Alright, the only other ship with this beacon message to finally, after months of waiting, someone's finally fallen to our trap. That is some dedication. We got a heavy laser and a pike beam, so 2 shields means we're safe from any real danger. They got mind control though. It's only level 1. And we have level 3 engines, so they're not going to break through all of our systems. And instead we'll get some repair experience then, after he has to fix what he broke, because them's the rules. Alright, that's a double breach. That's kind of amazing. I want to see something real quick. Oh. Alright, well, they got an NG. NGs could fix things pretty quickly. I was actually going to contemplate getting a O2 kill with all the breaches, if it was like Mantis. Also, it's a slug ship, so it, ships will actually carry augments that are typical for their classes. So slug ships will come with like slug repair gels. Yeah, you're trying to get away, that's not going to happen. And so slug repair gels will automatically start repairing breaches. 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, we can at least get 3. You keep expecting me to pay your tolls. Alright, well, now we're up to 2 shielded ships. Again, your offer is rejected. Okay, you got a cloaking. You spent all that money on defense, but not enough money on your offense there. Classic mistake. Again, with 2 shields, this is a completely safe fight for us. Though it is a little bit tricky because our weapons can only pierce a single shield, so the first one will stop them. Thus, we don't want to fire our 2 damage weapons into 2 shield bubbles. Lets us focusing on the shields just to keep the heavy laser at least doing something. 2 fuel, 3 missiles, 9 scrap. I'm pretty good on fuel. That's really not a particularly tempting offer. You have to have like way more in consumables for me to consider a bribe there. Alright, their evasion 0, so that hits. Ooh, just barely. Down they go. 3 fuel, 1 missile, 16 scrap. Okay, well, there's a store. I was going to do improvements. You really don't need more than 120 scrap. My cloaking is 150. So you don't need to just walk around with a pile of money most of the time. We could actually get cloaking if it was here. They have hacking. Repair arm, heavy ion 2, small bomb, and another ion bomb. Alright, so that's the second ion bomb. You guys are really pushing the ion damage this run. But they do have long-range scanners as well. Repair arm is kind of bad. It repairs your hull every couple jumps, every time you collect scrap. It's kind of cool against like the flagship only, elsewise it's using up scrap that you may not want to use up. And it's like 15%, so you could lose like in sectors like 7 where you're getting 50, 60, 70 scrap. You know, losing 15% of that for a single hull repair is not worthwhile. This, on the other hand, is an amazing augment. It gives us information about all the nearby beacons, so we can avoid nasty things like pulsars. And we're absolutely going to go with hacking, because hacking is ridiculous. It lets us temporarily shut down systems on enemy ships for the price of a single drone part. Alright, have 15 fuel, we're pretty good on hull. I'll just buy a power bar then for that hacking. Oh, dude, haxers, all the haxers. So those who are, if you're not familiar with Dark Twinge, he has a balance mod. In the balance mod, he has increased the price of hacking from 80 scrap to 110. So, shows you how highly he thinks of that. And probably rightly so. So see, now we actually can see that they're ships at these jumps because of long-range scanners. It also gives us a couple blue options, but again, it's avoiding disasters like pulsars or asteroid fields if we thought they would be a problem, as well as in nebulas. We get to skip out on empty jumps and just keep fighting ships for more scrap. You stumble across a rebel ship distributing supplies to local civil colonies. Oh, those fiends. Let's attack them. Alright, they got one shield. We don't have to waste the drone part for this fight. Hopefully. Let's see. 1 missile, 1 drone, 7 scrap. Well, I guess we're going to have to steal from the civilians then. Nice. Teleport their supplies, and we get another 7 scrap. There's no room for morality in a war. Alright, let's jump to the next sector. Alright, we got Zoltan controlled. Versus Nebula. So I'm going to skip out on this Nebula so we can hit these two. And hopefully get a lot of scrap thanks to the long-range scanners. As well as avoid this being a gross, like, abandoned sector. Or, like, rock home worlds. Which can have some pretty brutal events. Let's see, so that's an asteroid field. Let's not go fight in an asteroid field. Alright, let's see. You pick up a Zoltan life raft floating in space. Its inhabitants ask you to retake the ship from the pirates who recently commandeered it. I'm certain it's clear, he concludes, that you must not destroy the vessel in the process. Okay, we'll engage the pirates. I'm not entirely sure how we could get a crew kill. Okay, they have a Zoltan and a rock. As well as a med bay. Oh wait, we have hacking. Okay, we can get a little bit creative then. Alright, how much hull does this ship even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, how would I get a crew kill? I need them both in the same room, which seems fairly unlikely. Hack oxygen or hack the med bay? Alright, we'll give it a shot. Alright. Okay, so the point, I'm going to try and draw them both into the shield room by doing enough damage there. This is really unlikely. Alright, so we did kill the Zoltan, but there's no way I can kill the rock. Alright, well, drone part for naught. You salvage what you can from the ship, we get 18 scrap. I assume he was cool? Like, that's gonna buff out. Zoltan looks like he'd be satisfied with your aiming and demands to be dropped off at your earliest convenience. Offer to hire a Zoltan for 40 scrap. Zoltan's normally 60 scrap. I don't really need the power bar right now for it, or the body. Got 5 crew, and not really a bunch of blue options, so I'm just gonna let him go. It happens. Ship is run by an AI. Alright, you have double shields and missiles, plus got a fire drone. want that shot to go first, this one a little bit delayed, and then the heavy last. Alright, got the weapon system down, should be safe for the rest of the fight. Against AI ships, typically what you want to do would be, in later levels when they have ridiculous levels of evasion, we could hack their piloting to ensure our shots hit. Look at those dodges. But we're in hard mode right now. It's imperative you only use consumables when you have to. It's very easy to run out of them, particularly since we're only in Sector 3 with 7 drone parts. 17 scrap. Okay, that's a store. I have nothing to sell. The question would be is they could have a weapon there that we would want. Okay, so we could go 1 and I'm not seeing any ships on these jumps here. I mean, it is possible that there are actual events here. But we'll just go straight to the store instead of bouncing around trying to hopefully get some more scrap. See if we can get a better weapon. A slug. Slugs are kind of amazing. Don't want to buy any more systems. We have enough. It's too early to buy systems. Or a second system, most likely. Get a few repairs, a little bit of fuel since we will eventually be going into the nebula. Running out of fuel is pretty much the worst. See, Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. We shall investigate. You find a secret Federation outpost, but it appears the rebels have found it before you. And you get nothing. Alright, there's a ship. Federation scum, we've waited a long time for this. Okay, so that is a Flak 1 heavy laser. Pretty solid weapon system. And they got this little shield overcharger that's going to create a second shield bubble. Plus a drone. And our weapons are really slow. Alright, I'm gonna waste a drone part, sort of. Yeah, so a 20 evasion, 2 shields, and that gross weapon system, I'm kind of okay ensuring that our volley does take down their weapons. Okay, so 2 shots of the weapons, 1 for the drone, 1 for the shield. Then we'll try and make sure it is down, and heavy laser the drone, hopefully down. Heavy laser moves way faster, so that got mistimed. Alright, took the annoying thing down. We can bring back oxygen. Oh, don't get away. Please don't get away. Did that drone just shoot my shot out of the sky? That's a little bit rude. 6 fuel is a ton of fuel. Do I want 6 fuel though? 13 scrap. We have been getting about 20 scrap. I'll take 6 fuel. Does this actually connect over? No, it does not. 1, 2. It's a possibility there's something here, though. Let's go ahead and take the fight. That is a sizable missile. Alright, so we're going to use a drone part here to take down their evasion to put 3 damage into their weapon system guaranteed, thus hopefully not eat this missile. That had potential to hit our weapon system, start fires, all sorts of nasty things I don't want to think about. Nope, I just took a bunch of fuel, and that's even less scrap. Sorry, friendo. $23 scrap, 1 fuel, 2 missiles. Nice, there was a fight here. Intruders on board. This is a little bit gross. So they have intruders on board, part of the event, plus a teleporter, plus a missile. How many boarders are we talking about? That is triple Mantis. I am not okay with that. I am super not okay with that. So there's going to be another Mantis who's going to board us. Yep, that's now 4 Mantis. We're going to just hack their teleporter. And away they all go. That's just a lot of nopes I don't want to even deal with. 2 Mantis, that's reasonable. Yeah, if you hack their teleporter, it just keeps taking every single crew that it possibly can. It's kind of hilarious. Alright, I suppose we can actually now fight them. They're back forever now. Whoa! Dodges? It's actually incredibly rare that they will teleport your ship more than twice. That is, okay. I am now going to just vent everything. Right after my Mantis gets away alive. Okay. Okay, send the Mantis back. Alright, and now we just win those fights. Alright, and now we'll heal everybody up. I mean, it is possible to get boarded by, what, like, I think 6 Mantis. I've had that before, where the event did 4, and then they teleported 2 more, and I was more than happy to send them back. Where's Reinhardt? Alright, we'll just kite Reinhardt through. So Reinhardt can heal while everybody else is. You can do this with as many people as you want, so if you're in a situation where you're trying to heal crew because it's low O2 while fighting boarders, this gives you an option of keeping multiple crew healing at the same time beyond actually what would normally fit in your medbay. let's see, I have 111 scrap. Let's go ahead and get level 4 engines. Give us some more evasion, as well as the getting out of bad fights faster if we need to. Appears distress beacon is coming from the surface of the nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Okay, it's always safe to investigate. Find a man living alone in the caves. For the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been here for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. I think if you have a slug or mind control, it becomes safe, but elsewise we're going to have to leave the madman to his ravings. He'll kill a crew member. Possibly. I don't feel like losing a crew member right now. 1, 2, 2 ships. I think that's safe, but it's also in a nebula, so if it ends up being a dive, it's a lot safer. More giant missile systems. More boarding. Okay, we have rock and an NG. Alright, Mantis, go over and say hello. Other human, I should have actually sent you already. Okay, let's ensure we take down that missile first. Didn't get there. That was not cool. So now get aboard with NG, the worst fighter in the game. I guess. I mean, you can do whatever you want to. Alright, so their rock is currently at 26 health. How can I do this? We should be able to actually get a crew kill out of this event now. At least it's possible. Alright. Hopefully we can kill the NG with 2 on 1 here. Alright, NG is dead. Let's check the scanners to see where the rock is. 26 health means he just needs to take 2 damage from our weapons. And we get a crew kill. No more life signs aboard, 28 scrap, 1 fuel, or I'm sorry, 1 missile, 1 drone part. Always try to go for crew kills. You get about 15% more scrap, plus the chance of finding free stuff. See, Zoltan ship patrolling the area hails you. This area is off limits. I don't recall seeing a sign. Secrecy is vital. They power their weapons. These fights are so annoying. So there's this giant missile weapon that's hiding behind a Zoltan shield. I'm gonna have to do 5 damage before I can even attempt to take down this missile. I mean, we have the potential of one-cycling it. Nah, that didn't get there in time. That's good. I just eat 3 damage. It's fine. I'd really prefer if you didn't get your stupid missile back online. Thank you. Three fuel, 1 drone, 24 scrap. Alright, turn everyone back to their positions. When they fired the missile, did I actually not have my captain piloting? Can't imagine why I didn't dodge it then. Not a good plan. No, I think I did that just to see where the Zoltans were on the ship. Alright, sensors down. And there's nothing at this jump. Alright, the nebula will slow the progress. We'll get 2 more jumps before going to the next sector. Let's see. Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just desserts. It's unlikely you could lose crew at this event, but it is possible, even if you have a clone bay. I definitely don't have enough bonus crew left over that I wouldn't care. So we're just going to leave the Great Eye. And nothing at the exit. Too rock controlled. The rock people are a powerful and proud race. It is not unheard of to have peaceful journey through their lands, but don't count on it. Alright, we're in Sector 4 now. I normally like trying to get a 3rd shield online. It's not as much of a priority as improving our weapons, because we're going to start facing 3 shielded ships. So if you look at the weapon system we currently have, we can hack down their piloting. This takes down 2 shields, and then one of these takes down a 3rd, so we'd only be able to do 2 damage at a time. That's pretty weak, and again, our weapon system is still pretty slow. So it's 100 scrap to get the 4th bubble, or sorry, the 3rd shield. Instead, I'm going to hopefully float scrap to find a store and a weapon. I'm actually going to skip out on this ship and come down this way so I have look at more jumps. I'm more likely to find a store. See a rock ship flies past your windows and you recognize it. Outcast decorations on the hull must be pirates. Alright, you're pirates and you have 5 projectiles. That is spooky. Oh, I'm sorry, you have 6 projectiles. That's terrifying. Well, there goes my evasion. Well, I fired the weapons in the wrong order there. Alright. Right, 2 fuel, 33 scrap. Heal the injured crew. Do we have a store yet? We do not. Oh, Alex, my pilot is hurt. What? Get in there. Flak ion weapon. You stumble across one of the ships and they promptly live up to the type. Mean old rock. And another weapon. Yeah, we're going to have to keep using hacking just to make sure our shots hit, because if they miss, we're kind of toast. Maximum evasion. Where are the weapon systems at? There they are. Alright, sensors are down, that's fine. Now at least we can try taking down their shields so that our heavy laser can actually do damage. Just keeping their weapon systems down. Okay, 29 scrap. Yeah, we're gonna go directly to the store. We're also in some need of repairs, including 170 scrap. Could we find a weapon we could use? No, we could not. That's actually a problem. Is there another store nearby? There is not. Okay, how desperate am I in this situation? So my whole laser isn't going to do anything for the first volley. We hack, the crystal bee takes down their first shield bubble and ignores 2, so we can do 3 damage to a given system. But against NG ships, it's going to be tough to get the hack through, and we are burning through hack parts as well. Do I go boarding then? That sounds so awful. I think I'm just going to hold out for another store. If that store gives us the same business of nothing we want, then and we have to get boarding, then I'll go that route. I'm not quite yet to that level of desperation, but I am desperate enough that I will in fact be buying a few drone parts just to ensure I can keep hacking. Let's see, unidentified ship badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. Victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty with you if you sit tight. That is 3 shields. That is a bad time. They're offering us 13 scrap and a repair burst to look the other way. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I think this is like 25 scrap. I'm sure they're fine. So let's see, if that's 25 scrap, I could be floating 50 scrap. Still not enough to warrant getting the bubble online while having enough scrap left over to buy a weapon. Let's see, set up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. I am not risking crew, I will ignore your request. Alright, there's another store. We'll try and get to the fight first, before it. Captain of the ship claims he can provide service as long as you've got the scrap. We can hire a map of the sector, which we're already through. They could delay the rebels. That's somewhat worthwhile. I think we're just going to fight them. 2 shield bubbles. We need the scrap so that we can actually get weapons and shields up. Once again, we'll hack evasion. And once again, they will just flat out shoot my drone out of the sky like a boss. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh, an evasion. That's cool. Oh, cool. We didn't have a buffer point. I appreciate that. I would prefer if you actually didn't run away. Alright, so we got 2 fuel, 1 drone, 24 scrap. You're in an asteroid field. Is that point going to get overtaken? So we could do asteroid field, store, and then exit. It's a possibility that's a jump. Let's just go to the store. Alright. All I need is a viable weapon. Hull laser 2. That counts as a viable weapon. Drone recovery arm. We're not even using drones. Reconstructive teleport. Don't have a teleporter. FTL recharge booster. No thank you. We are improving our engines at a fine pace. So Hull laser 2 is 15 seconds for 3 power, but it fires 3 projectiles. Oh, 20. Okay. So that's 3 projectiles, 15 seconds, 3 power, 3 power. So you potentially get a better shot from this. What's nice is with the 3 projectiles with additional chances of breach and fires, they actually happen pretty frequently. Still a bit of a slow weapon system. Okay, so what we should do... So we have 3 projectiles which can take down 3 shields with our hacking, and then we have these 2 damage systems for 1 power, and both still slower than this one, but the Crystal Mark 1 is pretty much not worthwhile anymore. So we'll go ahead and sell that off then. Make sure I'm not doing the heavy. Rush per charge 2, power level 1. Alright, so we'll sell that for a little bit more scrap. Go ahead and get the power. So all of our systems are now online. Two fuel, nothing else to sell. So now that we actually have a weapon system, Shields 3 is the next priority. And that got overtaken, but we do actually have another jump here or here. This will be fine. You encounter a small craft with minimal propulsion. Its rock crew members explains the rock world is run on lies. This has actually interesting differences between the two. So if we tell them they're gods, we definitely get a fight. But if we promise to share our truths with them, we can get a free member 33% of the time, or nothing 66% of the time. Oh, that's interesting. If you had level 2 sensors, you actually could get the free crew member. We don't have that. We're going to tell them that we're their gods. Because when somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Whoa, Flak 2, Heavy Laser 1. Legit weapon system you have there. I got one too. No, 15 scrap is not enough scrap for your lives, I'm afraid. $29 scrap, that's better. So yeah, 100 scrap gets us our 3rd shield bubble, and then going to need 55 to power it. So 155 scrap. Yeah, I could get 3 jumps before the exit. Do I dive? I'm gonna risk it. So see if these jumps are worthwhile. 1, 2, 3 before the exit then. To try and get a little bit more scrap. We can hack the weapons of the enemy ship down. We have level 4 engines to... so if we get shot by the ASB at the exit, we're still at least powering up to get out of the jump. Flak Heavy 2 and a Heavy 1. But it's tough to turn down the 3 jumps. Versus 1. Five missiles, 17 scrap. No. There are events where you can actually sell missiles off, but we have 29, so that should cover us. Now 30. That'll actually cover us for the event twice. Now, if we could actually get the 3rd shield bubble before the jump, that'd be fantastic. I'd be okay with that. It looks quiet, but you realize your computer is being scanned. A hidden rock vessel hails you. Why do you fill your computer with lies? These are not the holy words. Before you can interject, they open fire. Okay, that is a lot of missile weapons. Alright, I do want to ensure that we do as much damage to the ship as possible. Oh, right in the weapons. Mantis, get in there. You will turn the tide with your inability to actually put out fires. Well, there's some serious repairs going on over there. The resist. Okay, 2 missiles, 1 drone, 27 scrap. Wow, 3 potentially profitable jumps. Alright, we'll at least get the shield up then. Can't quite power it yet. Minus moving some things around if we need to. But you can't always be operating at, you know, full capacity. Sometimes you can get away with like less shields against other systems because they have missiles. So you don't always have to like fear not getting an upgrade until you can power it. It still actually has use and can be useful beyond just buffer points. Distress signals coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and the repair crew can't approach without being fired upon. They need help to fix or disable it. Let's see, I don't have an ion weapon, I don't have an NG, I don't think hacking can do anything either. We promised to help. Yeah, we'll just shoot at it. We'll take some damage possibly, but it's the only way to potentially get reward. As long as it doesn't cost me crew, I can risk it. Nope, just straight up 5 hull damage. Bit unfortunate, so we didn't get 3 jumps of worth of material. And now we get to have a nasty fight. My main plan is just to run away from this fight, the dive we're about to have. Just hack their weapons, slow that down. If it's a particularly slow firing system, like they have high power weapons, we can just hack their evasion and then try and shoot their weapon system down. We'll see when we get there. Okay, nope, that's just a bunch of pretty fast firing weapons. Okay. And teleporter. So we're just going to maximize our shields and engines and try to get out here as fast as we can. Orders in piloting. That's really bad. That actually slows down how fast we can get out of here. Stop distracting my pilot. Also reduces our evasion. Signal shot from that's not bad. It's really the burst coming online. Okay, this could get pretty bad quickly. Oh, there's the hacking. Alright, we didn't lose a vital system there at least. Slug controlled nebula, rock controlled. Slug controlled nebula. Alright, unfortunately we're in a bit of a bad situation now with the low hold. Alright, let's turn the oxygen on since I had some hull breaches. Carefully scout the area so I don't actually lose any crew members. Yep, fix that breach. Okay, that was just low on oxygen from the previous venting. Alright, and we're down to 9 hull. Oh, okay, I'm kind of inclined to not take that fight. Try and find a store to get some repairs. Well, okay, what am I kidding? I only have 4 fuel, or 4 scrap. I need fights. Yuck. Alright, so this pathway, I guess let's look at the most jumps. We're going to need at least a fight before we go to a store or some scrap some way. You detect multiple ships running at maximum power nearby, but you can't see anything through the thick nebula. Get closer. You find a slug cruiser and a rock ship at a standoff, both with weapons armed and ready to fight. You can intervene before this gets out of hand, hail them and see what's wrong. Demand that the rocks pay the agreed upon price, and we got to fight with double missiles. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I don't actually even need shields. I do, but I don't. Okay, we have to hack weapons to try and slow them down. Predominantly this huge missile here. Alright, well, at least we got the huge missile down. Now we just need some evasion. Got 40% dodge. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can't do that again. Wow, the double evasion. Alright, so we got pretty lucky on that fight without actually having to take any damage. Three fuel, 18 scrap. Contact the slugs. The slugs thank you for your help and offer a reactor upgrade for your ship for a quote-unquote fair price. That's actually a good price, but I need scrap for repair, so we'll just decline that offer. Alright, 22 scrap and a dream. Nebula looks like it has recently seen 2 ships exchange fire, but mutually assured destruction results. Is there any chance I can take hull damage from investigating? 2 ships exchanging fire with mutually assured destruction. We could take 5 hull damage. No. Alright. We managed to limp our way to the store for some repairs. Nothing to sell. Okay, fix up as much as you can. Okay, we have a fight here as well as one down here. Alright, so I'm actually going to take the fight here, get whatever scrap reward we can, come back to the store to finish getting repairs and fuel, and then we'll go to the south. Let's see, a Mantis attack ship looks to have been hunting slugs on their home turf. A rare test of honor for the mightiest Mantis crew. Weapons up. You're not kidding. You got a lot of weapons there. Do you like weapons? Where did they board? Oh, okay, that's great. We can vent that out for a while. Before damage to their weapon system. Really? They're still fighting in the O2? Even though there's no O2. Okay. Okay, missile's still online, but both their laser weapons are online, so 2 shield bubbles is enough. I want to maximize evasion though. You guys stay. Human, go help the Mantis. Okay, Mantis is kind of beat up. Looks like we're going to take damage to the O2. No, they're nice. They moved to the shield room. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, this time I actually got their weapon system down. Nice. Wow, there's fires. Didn't even hear them. Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I can't path my guys through because of I can't see where there's no oxygen. You're dying. Okay, let's you run away to there. Turn the O2 actually on, since their weapon system is somewhat down. This is very terrifying right now. I mean, Mantis could just burst into a room and kill off my crew. Okay, in light of that, lock down that area. Try and buy time for my healthy crew member to actually show up and be able to do something. Okay, they teleported away. That was sketchy. Alright, it is actually safe to go to the medbay now. Yay! Ooh. Okay, let's go to the store then. Finish up repairs as well as fuel. Alright, still low on power now. Need at least 2 more power bars. But we're no longer being held together by duct tape and chicken wire. So you're surprised to find a ship without slug markings stranded all the way out here. You move in to provide assistance. When you see pirate insignia on the hull, you quickly reconsider. We will fight this ship. Okay. How much crew do you have? You're in a nebula. I can't actually see into your ship. Just kidding. Okay, you got a slug. And you blew up my sensors. We're in a nebula and you blew up my sensors. 5 fuel, 18 scrap. Well, I would like the fuel. I'm going to not accept that. I need more scrap to actually buy power right now. Wow, so the repair timed perfectly with that bomb coming back online, so it actually didn't fire. Alright. 32 scrap, thank you. That's a power bar. Thanks for helping out there, Mantis. Alright, slug ship a rogue, you suspect. All slug ships are rogues. Approaches. When he sees your Federation, he thinks better of a sneak attack and fires everything he has. Okay, so they have a burst 2 and a charge laser. That's a 5 power weapon system. But this is also sort of known as a coffin ship because the O2 is not actually connected to the rest of the ship. Typically there's 2 crew, 1 in engines and 1 in piloting, so the pilot should probably be trying to fix their weapon system now. Level 3 oxygen. Well, fair enough. Okay, don't power up your FTL. Alright, 2 shots hit the shields, 1... I can actually shoot this way. You bastard! No, we don't accept surrenders from slugs. Alright, the FTL is still delayed. That slug is still alive! What a champ! I can't shoot them again because I'll just destroy their ship. Oh, they were doing repairs. Okay, my 3 shields can withstand that. It's going to take a long time before the charge laser comes on. Maybe they'll die from asphyxiation before then? Oh, took it offline for the charge laser. Okay. Come on, just have the decency to die. Okay, both weapons are now online. Alright, crew died. We got there 4 fuel, nice, and 47 scrap. That's pretty beautiful. Okay, and now we're back to operating pretty much at full everything. Have plenty of fuel, decent amount of hull, and all of our systems are powered. Okay. Double missiles. What is with all the missiles? Not acceptable. Yeah, I mistimed those poorly. And I didn't take down the missile system. That's a fire. 4 damage missile. Jeez. I can't evade this missile because my piloting is still down. That started another breach. Okay, I have to remember I'm in a nebula and my oxygen is low. I can't move him through to get to the medbay, that he will die. I'm not accepting surrender from you. You beat up my ship quite a bit there. Jeez, that was 8 damage this fight. Okay, use the Mantis scout, make sure I don't die. Just fixed everything. Alright, semi-sector jumps. We have 1, we have 2, 3, possibly 4. We can take a jump before the store at least. Flagship hails you. We've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps you should have a look. As he signs off, your system shuts off and their crew teleports aboard from a nearby station. They don't look like engineers. Alright, so we have intruders on board and they're turning our medbay off. We can counter that with our hacking, but that means we wouldn't be able to hack their ship, which has a missile, 2 heavy lasers, and a burst. Hopefully, we should be able to deal with the boarders, I think. So, it's okay that our medbay is offline. Not sure where the boarders landed, though. Alright, right outside the oxygen. You're holding the doors. You're my evasion. Wow, you had 35 evasion. Good for you. Alright, and now they're beating up my O2. Okay, double slugs. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I get my shots off before I... Alright, no, Mantis will hold out for a little bit. Okay, dealt 4 damage, and that started a fire on our ship. We can just vent that out. On the plus side, they only have 2 heavies on. Oh, there was a breach there. Surprise. We should win those fights, and our shields will hold up against their weapon system. Inclined not to. Yeah, not gonna try and do the O2 kill over on this one, just want to end this fight. Okay, 49 scrap is a good amount of scrap. Let's actually check every room, see if there are any other breaches. More repairs, more healing. I imagine this is bad at repairs, just want it done quickly. And the crystal will take quite a long time to get over there. Alright, store. You do have cloaking. I have no way of getting that online. And offensive drone. I wouldn't mind getting... okay. Normally I wouldn't mind getting, say, a defense drone. Drone control to deal with missiles. If you see, we've taken quite a bit of damage from them. We're kind of low on drone parts, which we're already using up on hacking. So cloaking is the preferred system I'd be looking for right now. A little bit out of our price range. Got to wait for like a sale during the holidays or something. Okay, I have a distress and another store. Yeah, that is not worth the dive. I was thinking about taking these 2 jumps. We would have to go distress, store, possibly here, and then to the exit. Since it's in a nebula, we wouldn't have to deal with a ESB shooting at us while we're diving. Would I do it for... and... yuck. That's going to be there. If I take the distress, that's actually going to increase the length of the jump here, so that's not going to be safe. I don't feel like diving right now. Just go to the exit. Not for one jump anyways. Oh, you're distressed too. Okay, change of plans. We'll hit the distress, the store, the distress, and then we're going to dive after all. Let's see. You find a slug ship in the middle of boarding a disabled rock freighter. We will engage the slug ship. You charge your weapons and slug immediately back down. When you return to the freighter, the rockmen have already repaired the worst of the damage and jumped away without another word. Awesome. Mind control crew. Bunch of drones. I don't have drone control. Don't buy offensive drones. Do I still at least get this jump? Okay. Stress beacon. Do we get something for this? You track down the beacon with difficulty in one of the 7 moons of the planet hidden in the nebula. One of these 7 moons. 7 moons, 7 moons, 7 moons. As you drift closer, you are contacted by a slug marooned on the moon's surface. I shall join your crew if you can answer this simple question. How many moons are in the orbit here? Yep, there was a quiz afterwards. 7. That is correct. You surprised me. Human, is it? Sure, some humans. The slug decides to join our crew. That's really cool. So we have a slug. And we will put slug on as pilot. The reason we do slugs as pilot, even though he's not trained, Jax is not trained, is because the person you least want mind controlled on your ship is your pilot, and slugs cannot be mind controlled. What's also nice is we have another nebula sector coming up. If it's anything slug related, we might get some blue options. Plus, we can now see he has a sort of a functioning life form scanner augment, like all slugs, and we can actually see bodies on enemy ships, which will allow us to mind controls in nebulas if we end up getting that system. Hopefully not, because I want cloaking more so. So we took 3 additional jumps, probably burned 2 fuel just to get a single crew member. Okay, that's not too terrifying of weapon system. Don't think I'll have to use a drone part here. Boarders in the med bay. Thank you for that. And there goes my O2. Alright, well, that was pretty horrible evasion there, new pilot. Not gonna lie to you. You have evaded exactly one of their shots. With, it should have been about 30-40% dodge. Well, that's rude, boarding in the weapon room. There's no fighting in the weapons room. Okay, so that was, again, no evasion with 25% evasion. Thank you, pilot. We're just going to jump out of here now. There's the potential to get only a single fuel from that event. I thought we could hold out with the minimalist amount of evasion. FTL proved me wrong. Like, you have no actual evasion. So yeah, our slug had 1 evasion after 10, 11, 12, 13 projectiles with 25 to, what was our actual evasion at the point? Lame. No, I forgot to actually save crew positions. Yep, nope, we had 35% evasion. We got like 7. Awesome. Well, I only have 16 scrap store, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to pass on you right now. Hope to see one later. It's a good chance I'm going to need hull repairs. Multiple ships, we'll get closer, hail them to see what's wrong. Oh, it's another rock thing. Yep, demand they pay the agreed upon price. They do so. The offer to thank for the help is to jump away. The true appreciation is questionable, but at least you can get back to your mission. No rewards. This section of the nebula is experiencing an ion storm. It's common to upgrade piloting to level 2. There's an event here. There's a possibility of an event here where you get like scrap or not just scrap, but you can get like a weapon or free crew member. You get a blue option with level 2 piloting. That's 20 scrap. We only have 16. It looks like we're gonna pass on that. I think it's safe-ish if you have a clone bay though. The pirate ship arrives shortly after you. We will attack the pirates. Alright, do you actually not have missile weapons? They don't! That's amazing! Boarding and piloting, though. Less amazing. Oh, I kind of do want to turn my weapon on. Okay, so the ion stunner heavy laser will take down 2 shields. That'll take it down for a long time. Timing wise, we should be okay that we won't take damage from the halberd beam, provided this doesn't hit us in a vulnerable spot. Okay, that's just a stun bomb. That's fine. Okay, we'll go ahead, heal up crew while we're doing this. Slug in engineer boarders. Okay. Come on, Slug. I totally believed in you. I mean, except for all those times you failed me, but now I do. You could, oh, never mind. You don't actually need to evade anything now. Good job. Three fuel, 6 missiles, and 24 scrap. Do I want the 3 fuel? No, I want the scrap. Need the scrap. Compelled to the scrap. $49 scrap in an ion intruder drone. Okay. That's a piece of garbage that sells for something anyways. It's the kind of thing you'd find at a garage sale. No one actually uses an ion intruder. Slug ship, a rogue you suspect approaches you. When he sees your Federation, he thinks better of a sneak attack and fires with everything. Okay, you have like a little bit of a hidden weapon there with your 4 shields. 4 shields. Man, slugs are just cheaters all the time. Okay, we can still potentially do 2 damage to a given system, though, with the hull laser perfect evasion, or hacking down their piloting. Actually try and take their, geez, do I do damage to their shields? They have so much crew, too. So, let's see, hull laser does 3 projectiles, heavy laser will be the 4th one, and then the crystal can sneak in for 2. Is that gonna be enough? I just have a feeling they're gonna get away, and I'm gonna get irked by it, because what could I have done? Wow, they're not helping him repair the shield. I'm okay with that. Okay, got 2 shield bubbles down. This fight seems a lot more manageable now. Do enough projectiles to actually take down the piloting without need to hacking and slow down the engines as well. Oh, that's a good breach. That's a phenomenal breach. I mean, even though the slug gel is going to help repair that quickly. No, we will not accept your surrender. I don't think we accept their surrender. Okay, yeah, we have piloting and engines down. We will not be accepting surrender. Oh, that was a nasty fight. 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 45 scrap. Do I risk this? Do I get the piloting upgrade? Alright, okay, level 2 cloaking is enough to take down, what, 3 shield bubbles? Which is, it's unlikely we'll come across another, Sector 6, even if it's slug controlled. 4 shielded ships. I really don't like hacking down shields, but it might be our best option if we start running into more shielded ships. I mean, we don't have projectiles to get through them. Alright. I do want to try to go for the free item, though. And just hope this isn't a disappointment. Oh, okay, and then we actually do connect back to the ship here. That's pretty good. Come on, blue item, free stuff. Intruders on board, 42 scrap, 3 fuel. I will take that. That's for humans. Okay, which room are you trying to get into? There. Okay, we'll go ahead, air this out, and try to slow them down with our crew. You're a little bit too slow. Don't pass through the place you can't breathe. Nope, never mind. Go ahead and do that. Alright, and run the rest out. Destroy the lack of oxygen. I'm totally okay if they actually make it to my medbay and fight crew, just for fighting experience, I guess. It boosts morale as well. Alright, I've been at this for about 2 hours. Going to take a quick 3-minute break and then come back. Plus, gives us some time for the oxygen to come back online. So feel free to stretch or do whatever. I probably won't judge you. We'll see. Anyways, we'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, I am back. Okay, so we're in Sector 6. Actually don't know if there should be two stores in this sector or not. Definitely looking to improve our weapon situation somehow, some way. Flak 1 or Burst 2 would be amazing. But even a Burst 1, just something with more projectiles to crack shields would be helpful. I'd almost be willing to buy any system. Okay, no, I'm not. That's a total lie. I still would like cloaking so I can deal with missiles. But we can take mind control even though it's a slug nebula. And won't be effective against slug ships. It should be more effective for other fights later on. Yeah, I feel like we're a little bit behind. Slug transport ship is stationed near a beacon with a military escort ship. They message you. We have been waiting for a customer in ages. Care to see our wares? Well, that's not suspicious. I mean, they're slugs. They have a glaive beam there. Alright, if we decline, nothing happens. We ask to see their goods. Oh. Okay, hold on. This event is hilarious and terrifying. So if we decline, nothing happens. If we ask to see their goods, we say we understand, not a problem. There is a potential that this event is we get attacked by a single boarder and our weapon systems are completely turned offline. But if we have a slug, we can just get a straight up normal fight. As to see there's... Let's see, before we get ahead of ourselves, I need to explain some ground rules for our transactions. These are dangerous times, yes? Alright, so, slug crew member, our slug senses someone aboard the ship, investigate it. That's what we're going to use. Thank you for the welcome back, Elad. So at least we get a just a default fight, which I'm okay with, because particularly since our weapons will be online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a lot of crew, and I have mind control. Okay. You're attacking doors, sensors person, go distract doors. Alright, so level 1 mind control. Yes, that is indeed. The chip's a little bit yucky. The thing I have going for us a little bit is that the timing will be off. I think that was only a level 1 cloak. I got hacking. Let's use hacking. So this is a 2-powered system. This is 4. If we do 3, they're both offline then. And really I just need the glaive to be offline. 3 projectiles for the shields, 4 damage. We should be okay-ish. If we dodge both these shots, then we're totally fine. And if we don't dodge either of those shots, I'm not happy about it. Seems to be a recurring theme with you, Slug Pilot. Evasion off. 4 damage. And the weapon threats are down. Do I actually wait for Cloak to come online? Let's see. So it's 10 seconds for my hack to come back online. Might as well give it the old college try. That will do. Why don't you go play with the Mantis? they got those repairs. Okay. Slug ships have a tendency to have a ridiculous amount of crew. 3 and 4, well, this should kill them with the hack. No, I'm not going to accept your surrender. Never accept surrenders from Slug. Unless you get to see what the offer actually is, or you're going for the Slug quest to unlock the ship. 36 scrap. Ooh, there's a store. Okay, we take this fight for the store, and then we have quite a few jumps up top. So we could hit this, hit the store, and then kind of go along this way. After we heal up our crew. So yeah, defensively, cloaking. We just don't have a lot of scrap for that. It's mostly just finding another weapon, and thus I'm not having to rely on hacking as much. Top priority weapon. Rare feat of honor. Hey, that didn't go so well for the last guys. 1, 2, 4 crew, 5 projectiles. Cool. Double Mantis. I do need you to go in there. Thank you. Oh, that's a fire. Do I want to try to go for the crew kill? So we could get a potential crew kill by hacking the O2. Let's give it a shot. So we have level 2 hacking and their medbay is offline. Alright, so we got it down to level 50 on the first hack. 25 seconds. How many hacks will this actually take? Yeah, he's not even trying to fix anything. With no life signs remaining on the ship, you get to strip it of useful materials. Only 33 scrap. Well, he didn't die of asphyxiation, so there actually must have been fires on board. So that was fortunate, because the fires destroyed one more system. Like so, then the ship just blows up. To the store. Come on, weapon, 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 weapon. Not like a cruddy ion weapon, like an actual, properly good weapon. Okay, you have to admit that is actually a weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my ship system currently at? So I could have 3 scrap remaining. But we could go double hull laser plus the heavy. That's a pretty solid weapon setup there. Okay, store, I will buy this weapon. Here, put that online. My oxygen on? Okay. Ship. Power that. That at least now we're rocking double hull laser. That's 6 projectiles. So the temptation would be to sell off the hull laser just because it's worth more scrap, but the Crystal Mark 1, the timing isn't the problem because our other 2 weapons take longer to time out. It's the fact that this does get shot down by drones. And Phase 2 flagship fight, they do have a defense drone, so we'll say goodbye to that. This is totally a functioning weapon system, though. That's 6 projectiles plus the heavy laser. So through 4 shields in the hack, we can do 4 damage to a system. And 4 damage through level 4 shields is exactly what we want. It guarantees that we can take down the flagship's missile room in the first volley, barring them hacking us in an unfortunate place. So we'll need scrap for that, but at least now we're pretty much set for a weapon system. Can I get 3 before going all the way around? Looks like it. Okay. Let's see, a slug ship. It's a rogue! What a rogue. Let's see, could I just straight kill out their pilot? 4 shots? No. Alright, so you're going to need 66% evasion to not get this awful glaive beam down. You were close. Yeah. So I was hoping not to actually use a drone part here. But I don't want to get hit by a glaive beam. Okay, so you're at 40 health. I need 3 more shots to land to kill them. Alright, we're gonna go for the crew kill thing again. Minus the fact that it doesn't have a pilot and it still has 6 dodges. Oh, this is kind of like a race against time. No, I will not accept your surrender. Okay, so the O2's out, but the fire is spreading. If it consumes the piloting and the shields, then the ship just blows up before they die from asphyxiation. Oh, we'll see what happens. Sometimes the best thing to do in FTL is wait. Oh. Too much fires. What am I doing on actual power right now? I'm about 1 power short from where I should be. Okay, so it's 90 scrap plus 30, so 120 to get the heavy laser, and our weapon system will be complete. Let's see, there are a few more vicious beasts in the galaxy than a slug with his back against the wall. Faltering ship armed with fire weapons uses its remote hacking tool to disable your door systems. Not the door systems. There's a chance they might actually have additional hacking, and I could totally use it offensively. I'm not concerned about doors against some sort of fire weapon. Okay, if that is not a firebomb, then this ship is just insincere. I do not appreciate that. We're going to speed this process along a little bit here. There's the firebomb. You missed. So did I. Fair enough. Okay, so the fire system down, we're relatively safe. Alright, you have no evasion left. It's not acting like there's a fire. Alright, so the plan is to do one more hack and then we'll just destroy the O2. Alright, there's the fire in my hacking. That's a pretty jerk move. I really don't understand that the hacking of doors is being a threat, but okay. I don't actually want crew to die. Wow, we actually don't even have oxygen going, and that fire still spread like crazy. There's very little oxygen in my ship game. What are you even doing? Okay, this is actually bad. If that bomb lands in there, I lose 2 crew. Do I get my hack? No, my doors are still offline. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, the Mantis, it can't fix anything, because he's a Mantis. Sure, he means well. Alright, do we have any additional fires? No. Okay. I was really surprised how much that fire kept on spreading. I guess I just don't quite understand the mechanics. Also, I wouldn't turn down more crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 6 is okay-ish. I want crew, I want weapons, I want power, cloaking. That's just it. Or shield, maybe. As the Flagship hails you, we've detected some worrying radiation. Again, they don't look like engineers. Okay, so they're gonna hack our... Okie dokie. So they're going to hack our medical, and they're going to mind control somebody on our crew. They have a giant missile that I really don't want to eat. So I'm going to have to hack their piloting to try and ensure that missile doesn't hit me instead. Okay, mind control the doors, board into the doors. Not good. Mantis, please go. What kind of... And it is a level 2 mind control. Okay, so mid-base offline, I have to remember that. That's really important. Shoot. And they're going after our weapon system. That's pretty bad. Okay, this is now absolutely awful. Okay. I mean, they pretty much boarded and mind controlled the worst crew. Of course I couldn't evade that. I mean, there's nothing I can do right now except try to just flee to this fight. Alright. What I should technically do is take these jumps, but I'm just going to jump to a safe spot so I can actually clear out these jerks. That was really bad. So it's the fact they teleported directly into the same room as someone with mind control, so that's 3 boarders, and our doors instantaneously went offline. And it puts them right next to our weapon system. Why couldn't you beat them up during the space battle? It's not that I couldn't beat them up during the space battle. It's that my weapons were going to be completely offline, and I have no idea what that ensuing fight is going to be. So, let's say it's the exact same event again. As unlikely as that could be, it is actually a possibility where they hack my medbay, and then I still can't fight them, or worse, they have boarders as well. And then I'm dealing with even more just awfulness. So that was just a kind of cut my losses move and ensure that we're still flying. I don't know, maybe, let's see, what could I have done differently? So I couldn't like hack they didn't actually have a teleporter, it was part of the event, so I couldn't just take their boarders away. I mean, I could have hacked their shields, but if their evasion was any good, well, I still wouldn't have been able to do damage. I got hit by a stupid 4 damage missiles. Alright, but the run at least still continues. That's fine. Not ideal, but... Alright, that's not even showing me anything. Next sector, Zoltan Control or Zoltan Homeworlds. Really? Those are my 2 options. So Zoltan Homeworlds are of course famous because there's the Zoltan ship unlock. And you have a chance of either getting an envoy or a free Zoltan shield, which is an amazing augment. The problem is there's also something called Zoltan Boarder Police, and that's going to be a Sector 7 Zoltan Boarder Police event, which is where we get boarded by 4 Zoltans at Sector 7, that's what would happen, and a bunch of other stuff. I am quite simply not prepared to even remotely handle that kind of fight. So we're going to just skip out of that homeworlds to evade that one potential event. Oh, we're so far behind on everything. There are few more zealous in their custom checks than the Zoltan, a team of border police, beam on board. There's just a little confusion over your weapons license, but things escalate rapidly from heated discussion to gunfire. Alright, we're gonna take this fight nice and slow. So, let's see, they have a flak 1, a heavy laser 2, a single burst and ion weapon. Okay, that's actually not the most egregious weapon system. It's still pretty bad. Okay, I need you to actually go in that room. So these Zoltans explode when they die, dealing a substantial amount of damage to everybody in the room. Of course it starts a fire. Why wouldn't it start a fire? And shields. Okay, the fortunate thing, though, is we actually did get the Zoltan shield down. Okay, so I have a hack. My hack is live. How much damage do I have to deal to their weapon systems so that's not even a threat? I only have 2 shields, so I'd actually have to do quite a bit. Or do I just hack their weapon system down and try and regain later? Okay, one dead. What's your health? 42. Your health is at 48. Go in there and finish him off and then take back control of the piloting. Yeah, you kind of almost died there. Oh good, he's trying to suicide my pilot. Okay, that fight I kind of win. What a just brutally unfair event that exists in this game. Alright. I mean, if you're even remotely underpowered, you just get absolutely destroyed. And we're underpowered in about 3 areas. I mean, yeah, I could have vented out the fires earlier, but I still would have had to repair them. But yeah, no, I really should have vented them out sooner than what I did. So we just keep falling further and behind because these fights are so nasty I have to keep running from them, and now we're just bleeding scrap. It's pretty much like the worst feeling in FTL. Like, you're not losing outright, you're just keep slowly losing every single turn because I really have still been hurting to get an actual weapon system online for the entire game. And considering we had long-range scanners going into nebulas, we should have been able to get, like, a bunch of really good scrap. But we keep wasting scrap on repairs and not actually completing fights. So we probably burned at least 6 jumps worth of scrap. Okay, let's not go there then. Have a fight I can have a monicum chance of winning. Glaive Beam. And we keep also running up against the always have to deals at least you some damage ships. So it's like a massive weapon behind either a bunch of other weapons or a cloak. Like, the one fight I actually took 8 damage from missiles. Alright, but we didn't take damage from the Glaive Beam. Still not dead, still not dead. health, 13 health. So I just need to hit them with one shot each. Get a crew kill. Get something out of it. Hopefully. Try and get this run back online. Would be nice. 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 46 scrap. Okay. At least I got scrap from it. Alright, now at least my weapon system actually can do stuff on a more consistent basis. Cloaking behind a missile in a halberd beam, and you're trying to run away. Cool. How disturbingly long is this cloak? Alright, so I don't want it to get away, and I do also have to take its weapon system offline. And I also kind of have to take its piloting offline. So that's 3 shots for that. Hacked, and then a heavy laser to soften up the weapons. Which probably won't take the missile offline. But I really can't let that ship get away. Maximize evasion. Still get hit. That's okay. Though cloak, can't do anything about that. I'll fire another missile. Alright, I appreciate that dodge. What? 3, 4, 5, damn it. Okay, they could have done some repairs. Or it just has a buffer point. Don't make these FTL runs easy. Well, sometimes they do. Most of the time, not so much. Okay, so we should get some scrap from this. 27 scrap for a Sector 7 kill. Amazing. See, Zoltan Planet, the Great Eye. Okay, so we can lose a crew in this event, or we can get a pretty staggering award. It's unlikely we lose a crew. I'm going to risk it because I'm that far behind on scrap. We got a healing burst, so we got 20 scrap from that. Okay, if we find a store to sell it at. Is that like the 4th glaive beam I've seen this run? NGs, how many anti-drones do you have? 2 anti-drones. Okay, is this a 2 or a 1? That's a Mark II, so that's gonna go pretty fast. We might look out that they line up and we can dodge both shots at the same time to nail piloting. Is that my best chance? Okay, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a time here. And we'll see if we can pull this off. Oh, the timing was almost good. Try this again. Wow, it's too close for me to even react in time to pull off shenanigans. Come on. Alright, other side of the ship. Off. On. Hey, we got there. One drone part left. Can my shield come online before I get hit by that glaive beam, please? Because that's kind of terrifying. Thank you. Alright. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 41 scrap. There's a distress. Okay, so we checked out all those jumps. Those are not stores. We'll go to the distress, see what's here. Picking up a single life form. Let's go and investigate. Hey, lone survivor. Do I want crew or do I want to take him home to a nearby planet? I will take you home. 10 hull repaired. Yeah, I kind of needed that. $57 scrap, 77 scrap. That's not enough to buy a system I want. And 1 drone part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many jumps do I even have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. At best 5 jumps. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's kind of gross. So if my salvation store is here, I couldn't get it anyways. Alright. Four shields, not a bad weapon system. I think we're gonna have to try and save on drone parts if we can. Okay, I'll definitely take the breach. That's pretty strong. Oh, and the charge laser went offline. That's really good. Okay, who's still fighting? You two are not. They ran away. Wow, they're kind of at full health. Okay, their weapon system went down. That's good for us. Can we get there? I really can't take much more hull damage. Like, any hull damage I can actually avoid would be incredibly beneficial. so we'll do this one at a time so that that sensory system doesn't actually come down. Okay, you're healthy enough. Just get over there. So, you know, 64% health. No, I'm not even gonna imagine trying to do a true kill here. Just kill them all. 49 scrap. Okay, that crew is healed up. Heal everyone else. 106 scrap. Okay. Still alive, still alive. Have a couple jumps, and we'll get a bunch of scrap when we get to Sector 8, because we're totally getting to Sector 8. I will us to Sector 8. There's a store. I cannot take that. 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 jumps. We have 4. Do I actually need the store? Okay, I sell the Hellburst, I get 20 scrap, and that's it. Cannot take that store. Okay, so that makes that decision a little bit easier. The only thing I would want is drone parts. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yep. All right. You have to admit, Zoltan Space is a beautiful, peaceful place. Except there's nothing there. Okay, big giant missile, because you have big giant missiles. Alright, so we have a burst 3, so that's 4 power system. That could potentially be another 4 damage rocket. I really can't eat either of those. Let's see, do 3, I can do 5 damage, which will take them both offline if my weapon systems go off before theirs. So yep, we're gonna waste our last drone part, on hacking their evasion. That's cool, we can fight in the med bay if you want to. Alright, got both their weapons offline. Is that a fire? Because they're not trying to fix it. That is a fire. And they don't actually have a med bay. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna screw around anymore, because if they get away, I'll feel incredibly dumb. $19 health, 3 health. I have no idea what health that person's at. Okay, well, it looks like the fire's out. $29 scrap, are you kidding me? No more life signs. 51 scrap, 3 fuel, and a missile. Well, 51 scrap is a lot of scrap. We just have no drone parts now, so our hacking system is useless. Okay. Gotta take fights for scrap. Gotta not be against Zoltan shields. Okay. Okay. Hacking could have been absolutely terrifying. I will take that it landed there. Okay, in missiles. Super bad. Please go in there. Alright, we're getting some decent evasion. Oh, right. I don't have hacking. I was, like, totally gearing up my hacking, and I don't have any. Well, getting some pretty good dodges, not gonna lie. Okay, at least one system down. That's better. Oh my gosh, they repaired it so quickly. Oh, I have to be really careful. I don't know what level hack that is. Oh no, wait. It's systems damage. They won't hack anything. Okay. Do need to repair piloting. Please power weapons. I can't run from any more fights. I just can't run from this fight. I need to not run from this fight. Wow, we've actually had pretty amazing dodges. Okay, 55 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. No drone parts there. Couldn't help but notice that. Okay. We'll get 10 hull repaired in Sector 8. If we can find a repair station, we should get 5 drone parts. And we'd be repaired 1 short of full hull. So that's the good news. But we... Actually, let's be smart about this. Oh, let's get the medbay online. Okay, so my plan is... We get the repairs. I just gotta hope that it's there. Right now I'm sitting on 212 scrap though. We gotta go shields 4. We don't have cloaking and we don't have a defense drone. So yeah, we have to absolutely go shields 4 to stand a chance. Might as well get it now. Wow. That's just mean, game. That's all I can say about that. To the last stand, then. You arrive at the outpost, close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's wardroom. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Turzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. Billy responds, it's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. That your current outpost can provide you with some fuel and repairs. Other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck. Alright, so we're at 19 hull now. No drone parts. Weapon system is technically okay if we actually get some hackings. Which would be good for at least the first 2 phases. It's phase 3 that I'm kind of terrified of. Alright, repair station off the bat. Love it. Just go straight to there. Oh, we got 11 heal. Okay. Alright, we'll take this fight because it gives me the option to go to the store or the repair station, I think. Or do I just go fight, repair? Okay, what could I possibly actually want at the store? Am I just panicking because I always think that stores are safe and I'm just wasting opportunity to get more scrap for system repairs? I can't get 75 scrap for mind control. The only thing I would possibly buy would be mind control. Alright, passing by, prepare for a fight, fair enough. Okay, this is not too shabby. Oh, there's the ion intruder. Don't land in weapons, don't land in weapons, don't land in weapons, don't land in weapons. Sensors. I will take sensors. Wow, this is a pretty nice fight. I mean, only the 2 drones are not that bad. Ion intruder went to a not particularly annoying place. I'm actually trying to think of which weapon system is what's the biggest threat on this ship. I think we'll just take down shields. Okay, it's going after oxygen. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, just get out of there. Evasion's only 20. Okay. We'll just shoot the drone control. Ion intruder goes offline. Pretty clean fight the rest of the way, I would assume. Perfect. Alright, 57 scrap gets us to 101. Alright, how high am I valuing mind control for phase 3? I don't know. I think I have to try. Drone control, clone battery, automated reload, scrap recovery arm, hull repair. Alright, long range scanners are not necessary anymore, don't need the heal. Drone control. Boy, that's actually pretty tempting. Aside from the fact that I only have 5 drones. Okay, that's a ship. We possibly get to the repair for a few more drone parts. Alright, I'm not getting mind control, so we're going to only use this as a pilot hacking. I don't really need to level it up more so than where it is. 1 power short here. We're just going to have to go pretty much straight weapon DPS. So for that, we go reloader. Buy 2 drone parts because it's worst case scenario. I'm still short on power. Okay, another fight. You got boarding. Yeah, we just have to hack the rest of the way. Okay, you're attacking a Mantis. I can bring my 2 crew over. And then we should win those fights. Okay, they fluctuated their power around and screwed up their timing. Oh, that's great. Oh, the sound of breaches. Super nice. Yeah, you don't need evasion. That's cool. We actually got the crew kill. 3 fuel and a drone replaces drone, 75 scrap. Nice. Alright. Is that like a glimmer of hope? Okay, we actually get to the repair station. Super important. Get some free scrap, more drones. Uh-oh, they have hacking as well. Alright, so we snuck through, they hit our oxygen. Need to just do 3 damage to their weapon systems. They have 4 shields, 5 shields. Ooh, we're gonna be just short, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do 3 damage. And just have to rely on our evasions and shields to hold out the rest of the way. Oh, the fire. The fire's so good. I'm firing a total of 7 projectiles. It's so incredibly unlikely I'm going to hit. But I'm not really doing anything else with those weapons. Okay, so we'll wait for the hack to come back online. Alright, we did that because I didn't want them to have 2 shield bubbles. Alright, I think we have to try and take their shields down this time. More fires. I mean, fire should almost be automatic. We're hitting them with 3-4 shots plus the heavy lasers, which is great. Really slows down their repairs. You're 25 scrap. Okay, ship. In case of hacking, I absolutely need level 202. I should get doors. I think I'm gonna have to wait on doors. Evasion is more important right now. Alright, we're going to take another jump here, try and just get a little bit more scrap. See, a civilian ship is broadcasting a request for assistance. Oh, that's hopefully excellent. So we have a chance at double rewards, and in this sector we could get net like 150 scrap. Currently at 20 scrap. Let's see what we get after this if we survive. That's a totally reasonable weapon system you have there. And 3 shields to boot. Picking on my human. Missile system 1 offline. Human get out, human go in. Don't even pretend like you're close to beating a Mantis in a fight. That's just ridiculousness. Yeah, you run away. Ooh, that's a fire. Powering up your FTL, why would you want to do that? Who's healthy? Stand sensors. I'm trying to assess where their crew is. Refuel, 1 missile, 51 scrap. The people you rescued were primarily refugees fleeing the conflict. They offer you their sincere gratitude. Does anybody know how much sincere gratitude sells for at a store? You take your gratitude and shove it. That's a spirit. Okay. So technically all of our systems are powered to their maximum levels. Alright. I'm going to take a break. kind of clear my head and refocus to try and take down the flagship fight. It's only going to be about a minute or so. And then we'll come back and give it a go. Yeah. So anyways, I'll be back in, like I said, 1-2 minutes at most, and then we'll take on the flagship. Be right back. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Okay, so this is the last scrap we're gonna get. Well, last chunk of scrap. We'll get a couple every time we pass part of the flagship. It's not guaranteed, but what we're going to do is actually get hacking. My plan is, barring them having a bad hack, is that we will hack their shields down. They'll only have about 20% evasion in the first phase. Hacking their shields down, we will hit their missile weapons, as well as try to start some fires in the shields. That seems like the best plan. It's not guaranteed like hacking the piloting is going to be, but it gives us the best chance of doing way more damage. Because 20% evasion versus 6, 7, 8 projectiles versus hacking down 4, that's going to, by eating their shields, I think that's way more valuable for this fight. Okay, let's see what they hack. Oxygen. Okay, that is livable. Okay, got the missile system down, did at least something to shields. Alright, I'm not going to risk shooting the hull lasers in chance they cloak under it. Wow, they absolutely would have cloaked under it. Okay, we got our hull. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they have level 3 shields back up. My weapons aren't up. Hack is going to be online very shortly. And we still haven't have the missiles back online. That's really strong for us. Okay, so we just have to target shields this go around. And we only need to do it for level 2 shields. We'll actually fire a shot into the hacking so that the oxygen, if it hits, shouldn't kill us. Okay. Hack offline for the most part. That's 2 damage. Level 1 hack is not nearly as problematic. Hey, Sir Waffles, you're just in time. We're going to see if we can pull off this flagship fight. Oh yeah, totally fine on the oxygen. Come on, just a few more points of evasion. Alright, I think we have to target shields just to try and kill off more crew. As much as I would like to take the missile system down. Okay, that'll also work. Okay, 3 hull damage, and boy, I hope we killed quite a bit of crew. I don't think I can complain about how that phase went, though. Okay, there's no point we can jump to. We'll save the scrap so we can at least get level 2 doors for phase 3. So we're just going to be waiting now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we didn't really kill much of anyone. I mean, the pilot's not going to board us, but... okay. Gonna have to really try and kill some crew off. So we're gonna sneak our hacking past their defense drone here by turning it off and on. Okay, and crank it to max. Wow, you really hate our sensors. Just like, hate them. Okay. We'll open up all the doors. That way we can fight in here without having to worry about the O2 loss as much. But I have to actually turn oxygen on for that to happen. Can't really do that right now. Sorry. I think we have to go shields and do as much damage to that versus the missile, so I can keep firing at them during the phases without having to worry about hacking as much. Oh my gosh, my mistiming on that one shot let 2 of them live. Alright. Correcting for mistakes. Alright, we have to wait for our weapons to come fully online because we know that a full blast will kill off 2 more of their crew. Hacking's offline, that's so cool. Not cool, great, but their shields are offline. Go ahead and heal our guys in the med bay. Okay, 22 hull remaining. 22 scrap. At least get level 2 doors now. I think we killed 4 crew. That leaves them down to 4 boarders. Oh wait, that's a breach. Let's not go in there just yet. We've actually had pretty good dodges. I mean, I've had way worse dodging with actually better engines and fights. Alright, let's set everyone back. Okay, so we're now going to jump into the flagship. The reason we do this is if this phase 3 goes bad, we can jump back to the base. This also allows us to do what's known as either a kidnap or push-off strat, where we take on as many boarders as they give us. Then we jump back to the base, kill them off, and then just try to fight the flagship straight up. So it gives us essentially 2 chances at phase 3. They will have a Zoltan super shield up. That's sort of the concern, is our weapons being able to do enough damage to it. They're a little bit light on projectiles. Whew. Alright, you're not certain how it's able to keep on fighting. I know, right? Looks like it's transferred its power to a teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared for this. Okay, they do have mind control. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 crew left. 1 will be pilot, so we only have to deal with 4 boarders unless it bugs out and decides not to board us. That normally only happens if you have mind control as well on your ship, but no one really knows why it sometimes decides not to actually board you. mind controlling doors. Not great. Okay, so that's going to drop our doors down, and they're going to kind of be able to freely move about the ship. Alright, I need you in weapons in case they try to move there. Hey, Coltrane. Oh, Zoltan B. That's the one with the, pike beam and 2 ion blasts. Burst 3, ion blast, pike beam. Burst 3. Okay, and we're just gonna walk past them. Okay, first phase of missiles. So we dealt 4 damage. I have to... Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't sound like I was judging. Austin Flagship 3. I mean, actually... there's just search for, like, I'm not 100% happy with the weapons I get, so sometimes you just get stuck with them. We get shields and rockets down. Yeah, the flagship evasion is... It's one of the kind of interesting things about the advanced edition is that both mind control and hacking just so greatly increase your offense by decreasing their evasion, particularly hacking. That's why it's so ridiculously powerful. Okay, you're gonna just slow them down. Alright, we got boarded by... Is that everyone now? I don't want to kill off my crew. I don't want to kill off my crew. We're gonna jump from this fight. We really didn't have a particularly good phase taking down their Zoltan shield. We'll take 2 damage. But yeah, we'll go ahead and hop back to the base. That was the strategy all along. Kind of losing. Stop losing. I even had hacking and teleporting, but they hacked my hacking and couldn't. Ooh. Hacking your hacking is like the worst. The only thing worse than that is if like their hacking becomes not aligned with their cloaking, and they like hack your weapons. And so then they cloak, your weapons don't load, and when they pop out of the cloak, they hack them. That's like brutal grossness. Yes, let's do that. Okay. That's fine. You'll keep trying to get back to your crew members. Alright. We're doing a lot of pausing to make sure that I don't screw this up. Oof. I guess FTL wouldn't be fun if it was easy. And of course you can't hack them on phase. It's so... I mean, the challenge of like the flagship is that, you know, any like straightforward strategy just kind of doesn't work because every phase has something that's so anti like your plan, and so it's really tough to get a build that deals with every aspect of it. Oh yeah, because phase 1 I think it's 2 engines, phase 2 is 3 engines, and then they get up to like 6. Ah, okay. So now the flagship will jump to us. We have 20 hull to play with. You're not certain. Yada. Okay, 2 crew. Who gets mind controlled? Shields. Okay. Boy, this is one of the things I actually don't like about mind control. They just sort of like walk through doors when they feel like it. I really need to land more shots. Okay, where do we get hit? Sensors, doors. So he now has free movement. Okay, we have level 2 oxygen. Medbay's not that important. Please hit. Okay. Hacking on. God, that ship's evasion's gonna be pretty gross. I still think we have to hack. 3, 4, 5. Do I guarantee shots to get? Alright. Gonna hack piloting. Partly just to keep my evasion that many more points higher. And that because I have to guarantee I take this missile system down. Yeah, so 28 evasion with the pilot, that's an extra 5%, so it's 32. They don't have their engines person on. Yeah, that's way too much evasion to... Okay, cool. Mantis beat up on this guy. You should win that fight. Need a lot of sick dodges. And the other thing is that if we get hit in... or hacking, it's totally fine for taking down their piloting. Okay, I would like to apologize to this slug because when it first took over piloting, he was straight up hot garbage, and now he is totally new hotness. Not even gonna lie. Missile system down. That makes me happy. Border down, we can repair. And now their evasion's down. Oh, who's driving a spaceship? Oh no, they mind controlled. I can't fix oxygen. What's my oxygen level at? 75%. That's fine. Yeah, you just walk through doors because you're mind controlled, and we'll pretend that makes sense, gang. We'll pretend that makes sense. The jukes on this guy. Seriously, he only dodged like one of the first 15 shots he faced, and in this fight he's just like, I got this, man. You were stressing out, I don't even know why, it's all good. Yeah, just dodge all the shots. I mean, I had shields up for it, and you're like, no. We don't get hit anymore. Getting hit is for suckers. Wow, slug MVP. Not even disputed. That was sketch all the way through Sector 7. Oh. How many ships do I think I even killed? Maybe 40? I don't even think that much. Thank you for the GGs. actually got 5,500? Are you kidding me? We blew up 47 ships. I am stunned. We killed that many ships, and that run was so sketchy for so long. That was an amazing Sector 8 that we got those 2 repairs and all the drones and got up there.